I am glad to read out recommendation number 105 of the Estimate Committee of the 40th report submitted to the Parliament.
Yes.
I am reading out.
Yes, sir.
Keeping in view the recommendation made by the Commissioner for Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes in his report for 1957-58 that if the ultimate goal of classless and casteless society is to be attained, the list of SC and ST, even other backward classes, will have to be reduced from year to year and replaced in due course by a list based on the criteria of income, merit, and the requirements of the Article 46 of the Constitution, which cast special responsibility of safeguarding the interests of the weaker sections of the society, especially SC and STs. The committee recommends that weaker sections of the society should be defined and a criteria for special assistance laid down on the basis of economic status and educational and social backwardness. Quotation ends. Sir,
Yes.
this was in 1957-58 period recommendation of the Parliament. And now, let us see where we stand right now. Actually, the SC, ST, and OBC lists are not being reduced. It is being expanded on an year-to-year basis. I don't know why. Because even from the first 5-year plan onwards, we were implementing a lot of plans and schemes for the upliftment of the SC, ST, OBC, and other weaker sections. And where we stand now, it is up for the people of the elite class to examine why our programs and plans have not achieved the target. That is number one.
Correct, sir.
Second one is that reservation is for the untouchables to attain their status among the upper echelons of the society. And if reservation is given on the basis of backwardness of the upper class, I think it is not a correct approach. If the upliftment of the upper caste who are very poor, there must be programs and plans on an economic criteria and not based on reservation. Reservation was basically for the SC, ST, and later OBCs. And now everything has turned down. Now they are asking a reservation for even for upper caste people. This is not correct. Another thing I want to say is that in Kerala context, we are having a lot of aided institutions run on the basis of assistance from the government. If government money is spent, there should be a representation of every sections of the society. And right now, there is no reservation in aided institutions run on the basis of government funds. This is not correct. And the demand for reservation in government, not government, aided institutions run on the basis of government funding for reservation. If reservation is allowed in aided institutions run on the basis of funds released by the government, the proportionate share of the employment will go to the SCs, STs, and OBCs. This is not being done. Even in 2000, Justice Narendran Commission has recommended this case, and one Parliament Assembly Committee also recommended reservation of employment in aided institutions run based on government support. This is not being done. I think there must be a political decision, and political parties are not in favor of taking this thing. I don't know why.
Yes, sir.
Another thing is that in the Narendra Commission report, there was a finding that a lot of lag in the appointment of OBC people, and there is no report of implementing the report for giving appointment to the vacant post deserved due to the OBC people. Another thing is that even SC/ST reservation in Kerala is not going properly now. There is no data as to whether the SC/ST people are given due representation, even though there is a provision for 10% reservation in appointments. I am aware that there is a high power committee headed by the Chief Minister to oversee the representation of SC/STs in the state. But that committee is not being supplied enough data by the department heads. And the ultimatum given by several chief ministers and other officers to present the correct data regarding the reservation in the department is not being taken seriously. That means all the head of the departments should report the number of posts reserved for SCs and STs and the backlog, if any, has to be filled up. The next thing I want to say is that the political representation of SCs and STs in the Assembly and Parliament, though MPs and MLAs are selected from reserved constituencies, once they are elected, they are no more the representatives of the SC or ST. They are the representatives of the respective parties to which they belong. This will result in a harmful way because they are expected to protect the interests of the SCs and STs on behalf of whom they are in the Assembly and the Parliament. But I don't know it is possible for us to do anything. In conclusion, I would like to request that there should be a reservation in private sector, in the aided institution sector, which are receiving funds from the government, and a commission on the lines of the past Kumarapilla Commission of the 1965 to assess the economic, social, and other backgrounds of SCs, STs, and OBCs. Once such a commission is appointed, and if they properly evaluate the things and collect data on a realistic basis, I think there is scope for revision of the existing percentage of reservation to SCs, STs, and OBCs. As you have rightly pointed out, this is only beginning. We will have a full-fledged meeting in due course, and I thank all of you, especially Mr. Joshi, who is actually leading us in the right direction, and all of us are here because of him, and it is very interesting, and I am very happy to have this opportunity in your presence. Thank you, sir. Thank you.